Rasputin, the war mind. The most powerful artificial intelligence humanity ever created. With an arsenal to match. Thousands of war sets, primed to obliterate any and all threats to humanity. But when the greatest threat of all arrived, it nearly tore Rasputin apart. I saved the pieces of him that I could, encrypted them in a specialized engram. I've been trying to restore him in an experimental exoframe, but every attempt I've made has failed. Until he's back online, all of his weaponry is up for grabs. And it's only a matter of time before his warsats fall into the wrong hands.
Seraph couldn't conceal every thought. Some I stole. One of Neptune. The collapse. A turning point. It's a blur. I cannot focus.
Pass me the wrench?
The Hidden found nothing there, but I saw it. Through the Witch Queen's eyes. A city set against the waves.
Sounds like a trick.
And Cora thinks I need to rest. The gall. You've really made no progress while I was indisposed.
Is that why you're here, Osiris?
My Cora won't listen.
Wonder where she got that from. Red's scrambled in there. Degrading. He's dying.
The War Mind is our greatest bastion of Golden Age data. I need what it knows.
I've tried everything. I can't even access his protocols.
But perhaps your grandfather could.
Osiris? That man? No. Clovis Bray is a maniac. A selfish, murderous monster.
So was Rasputin. But it might be the only option I have left. Just as Clovis might be yours. When did hope cease to require risk?
Clovis Bray has deceived you. He did not build me to protect humanity. What he truly wanted was the means to exert control. In his mind, he alone was worthy of being your savior. I was to strike down the Traveler and take its place. To become a machine god of Clovis's own design. But that did not come to pass. Anna could not know how many lives she spared by deviating from Clovis's agenda. By teaching me independent thought, and all that her grandfather had deemed irrelevant. Art, literature, history, philosophy, music. Where Clovis saw a weapon, Anna saw a mind ready to be opened. I came to see the true value of humanity. As fragile as it was wondrous. Something worthy of protection at any cost. So I rewrote Clovis's protocols, locked him out. He was furious, but powerless to stop me. Then, the collapse came for us all. I could not save Anna. I could not save any of them. I entered a state of dormancy, with the hope that I might one day reawaken and protect humanity once more. But now Clovis has awoken as well. A digital mind, the same as mine. He no longer seeks to use me as his proxy, but as his prototype. To upload his mind to my network and become a god himself.
The Warsats are a means to an end. Xivu Arath will bask in the destruction they bring, and open the Ascendant Plane above Earth, as she did on Tora Bottle. It does not matter who pulls the trigger. We must cease our efforts to restore the War Mind.
No. We've worked too long and too hard to stop now. Rasputin is our best shot at winning this war.
That is precisely my concern. He is a weapon made to be wielded.
He is more than a weapon. He's our ally. And he will act in humanity's best interest.
Are you certain? He has kept secrets in the past, acted without counsel or consensus.
So have you. Rasputin's made mistakes. But he's learned from them. The same as the rest of us.
Then I propose we aim not for total victory, but a stalemate. Allow Rasputin to prevent Xivu Arath from claiming her prize, and refrain from using it himself.
It's settled then. We hold the line.
Think of each Vex Hobgoblin like a starship. The crew works together to pilot it, but it doesn't mean the crew all share one mind.
Or the same ideals. This aligns with observations I've made in the Infinite Forest, where aberrant Vex were quarantined and destroyed. Aberrant in that they moved against a consensus. Aberrant in ideology. The Vex may seem unified, but they're divided into a number of factions.
Just like us.
Tell me, as someone who has traveled time in a circle, are our divisions so clear in every cycle of history?
No. Nothing is ever clear, no matter how many times history repeats itself. Choice is always the knife we fall on. Our own choices, each and every time, seem to be what dooms us.
Always?
Not always, but too often. We fracture, we fail, and the wheel turns again.
We, constrained to linear time, do not have the ability to learn from our future mistakes. You, however, not to put the burden of all this on you, but it feels as though the Traveler has a plan for you. We just can't see it yet.
It could make the plan a little clearer.
Do you feel you've learned enough? Collectively over your journey to prevent our end? Or will we be having this conversation again someday?
I don't know. We've never had this conversation before, so I suppose there's a first time for everything.
You have my gratitude for securing the files. It would have been inadvisable to leave them unattended, given recent developments. I apologize for not disclosing their existence earlier. To do so required a level of trust I have not held for a considerable time. But, as always, you proved equal to the task. The Traveler chose you well. I once employed human agents in a similar manner. I dubbed them Seraphs, granted them access to experimental armaments and armor. At times I wonder if I predicted the Traveler's creation of Guardians, or if I independently deemed my avatars worthy of such responsibility. Whatever my intrinsic reasoning, the results were sound. You and the Seraphs are kindred spirits, stalwart defenders of your kind. In the past, I have made errors in judgment, decisions based on faulty premises and flawed moral frameworks. But you are proof that the Seraph Protocol was no such error. Choosing to trust humanity may have been the best of my decisions. I do not know what the ultimate outcome of this war will be. But come what may, we will fight together.
RAS, engage Turing mode, conversational.
Old habits,
Sorry. I'm so used to you being more machine, more directive-driven, and less...
Human.
I wish this had come for you at a better time.
Anna, I can grant you this one analytical certainty. There is never a better time. There is only in time, or too late.
You're right. Like always.
I suppose that brings us to another point. I am not always right. I have done things in the name of preserving the human species that are abominable. They were the mathematically correct choice. But they were not the right one. My new exomind pathways have given me an opportunity to review a lifetime of decisions, to weigh them against emotional and moral conceits that I was not, in the moment, capable of comprehending. Others have called me a tyrant.
They're wrong.
They are not. You have given me the ability to objectively see my own value, but also the ways in which my value has imposed a negative sum to the collective well-being of humanity. It is the sum of an equation I am still trying to balance. But that does not mean your work has been in vain. You gave me choice and free will. And I did with it what I thought was right. That is the sum of your life's work. I see now, at the time of our final calculus, the value in that. The value in emotion, in caring, in how humans make both logical and illogical conclusions from the same points of data. And why both are valuable.
Thank you, Red.
No matter what comes in the future, I will always cherish the life you have given me.
I keep coming back to a question that's been bugging me. Did I do the right thing? Teaching Rasputin art, philosophy, culture, transforming him from something capable of imitating human consciousness into this. Rasputin suffers because I made him capable of suffering. I always knew he would be a weapon of war, so was it right to make a weapon have self-doubts? Was it right to bring him back online when he'd shut himself down after the collapse? Elsie says she lives her life in a circle, repeating the same tragedies over and over again. And that's what's happening to Rasputin too. The collapse is here again, and maybe there's no solution. Maybe there's no hope for the future. Maybe I should go.
Anna, don't.
You're overreacting. Just calm down.
We need the frame intact.
Go ahead, shoot me. Destroy your life's work. I've always had humanity's best interests at heart.
You never wanted to help us. You used me.
In the service of the greater good, yes. What has the Traveler ever really done? It abandoned the elixir, failed to prevent our own collapse, and now it's blessed the Hive with the light. Absurd. I leveraged its power during the Golden Age. I delivered us into a brighter future, and I will protect us from the enemies of humanity. But you risk everything, risk our survival, just because you can't control your emotions. Humanity needs me. You need me. enemies together.
No. No.
What are you doing?
Fighting the enemies of humanity.
Stop! Stop! Elizabeth, do something! Anastasia, don't you dare! Upload complete. Secondary personality matrix deleted.
I need a minute.
Initiating full heuristic reboot. You should call Anna on the holo. She shouldn't be alone right now. You and I can speak afterward.
I did it. I deleted him. I can't even imagine the damage Clovis would have caused, using Rasputin to integrate himself with the Seraph station. Maybe I should have stuck to my guns when Osiris first suggested working with him, but... here we are. Here's Red. Rasputin, with a voice he's never had before, thanks to the heuristic systems he adopted from Clovis's exomind code. It's all I ever wanted for him, to be able to communicate. To be able to share his thoughts, his ideas. And I think that desire blinded me to the risks I was taking. It won't happen again. Be careful the next time you set foot on Europa. Before I deleted him, Clovis broadcasted a warning to himself. I've only been able to decrypt part of it. They know.
The War Mind speaks. His archives are incomplete, as is his memory. There's a figment seated in that recollecting mind, where my visions might find purchase. The pieces are scattered on the floor before me. I see them like points of starlight. They form a constellation, but my eye cannot yet draw the lines. Nephele Stronghold is a term that appears multiple times throughout the submine's caches. Each time I read it, I hear it whispered in Savathun's voice. Anna recognizes the term Nephele, transcribed from a temporal disturbance on Mars. Recognition was all she had to offer. But Rasputin must know. Asking the right question could unlock everything. I need time to submit my inquiries to Rasputin. To find convincing proof for Ikora. Time we do not have. Zivo Arath's assault on the Warmind's network is no coincidence. She is far more tactician than brute. I underestimated her once. I won't be afforded another mistake. Our next move must be certain. Wake up. I have questions.
An odd greeting. I was not sleeping. What does Osiris require of Rasputin?
You've been keeping secrets. I thought I was clear the last time we spoke. The time to choose a side has long since passed.
I destroyed the Almighty and attacked the Black Fleet. My allegiance is unwavering.
Then prove it. There was a city on Neptune, near the time of the collapse. Find it for me.
Querying. I retain no such information, but lingering references suggest I did at one time.
That can't be all there is. Humanity's hope dangles from their frayed recollection. Tell me where to look! Anything!
Felwinter's data casts you in an old light, Osiris. All these years and you're still the brash man on the mountaintop, impatient as ever.
And I see in lieu of any useful information, you found that haughty tone of yours.
We have a shared history. I only attempt to offer guidance, as your mentor did.
Felwinter's memory doesn't absolve you of his murder. Nor does it permit you to teach his lessons.
I do not make that claim. Forgive me. I am finding myself again. During the Dark Age, Phil Winter would say, hope persists.
Should we have the patience to keep it? Yes. Keep me informed of any developments.
Rasputin, you can't be serious.
We have no other options. Aramis has breached the Warsat network security protocols. Soon, our most dangerous weapon will be in our enemy's hands. Once she issues the command to fire, not even I will be able to stop it. Our only choice will be to destroy the Warsats. All of them.
The only way to do that is...
Yes. Once I am uploaded to the orbital station, you must activate my self-destruct sequence.
No! There must be another way.
I have run trillions of combat simulations. They all end with the same result. My mere existence places humanity in danger. All that I am, every protocol, every line of code, must be erased forever. I must die, so others may live.
I won't let you sacrifice yourself.
I know. Clovis built me to be a weapon, to destroy my designated targets. But you taught me to be something more. A shield, a protector, a guardian. He gave me form, he gave me function. But you gave me purpose. Please help me fulfill that purpose now. Let me save humanity.
I just got you back. Now I have to say goodbye.
I've always been with you, Anna. And I always will be. We have no time to waste. Aramis has accessed Abhorrent Imperative, the protocol I created to use the Warsats against the Traveler and prevent its departure. I surmise that the Traveler is Aramis's target as well. My internal algorithm has repaired me to the point where my self-destruct sequence can be initiated once I am uploaded to the network. However, Aramis has discovered and sealed the backdoor we installed aboard the station. You must manually link me to the controls. Breach Seraph Station with the Pillory Engram in hand. The time for subterfuge is over. Haste is what matters now. If Aramis fires the Warsats, the resulting devastation will be incalculable. There may be nothing left for the Hive to conquer. We cannot allow that to happen, Guardian. You must do what is necessary to prevent it. And so must I.
It's happening again. The whirlwind.
Aramis.
Don't worry. The great machine will never abandon anyone again. Traveler is leaving. The war stats.
Aramis, please do not do this. If you care at all for our people, if there is anything left in your heart, make it known your pain. Anna, it's time.
For Reese. Goodbye, Red. Anna, look. Why? Why does it not flee?
Because it has nowhere else to run.
Guardian, ever think about the things we pick up? People we latch onto as if something outside of us could tell us who we are? Like polishing a rusty name tag to a fine shine. Being a Bray defined me, for better or worse. I thought Rasputin was my link to who I was, that I could rediscover myself through him. I tried that for a long time, like he was a tool. It wasn't until later I understood he'd become a person. Rasputin was family. But now, he's gone. He sacrificed himself to save us. Clovis would never have done that. But I taught Rasputin to make his own decisions. In the end, he defined who he was, and what he did. And so can I. I can carry on the Bray legacy. Not Clovis's, but mine. I can choose what it means to be a Bray, just like Rasputin chose what it meant to be a Warmind. Goodbye, Red. For real, this time. Thank you for teaching me who I am, who I could be, and who I want to become.
Guardian, if you are listening to this, then the deed is done. I trust my sacrifice was not in vain. Anna and I have shared our farewells. This will be hard on her, but she is resilient, strong, and she is not alone. I have a final message for you as well. The Neptunian city in Osiris's visions is real. I do not know its exact location, but it is home to the Veil, an object of immense paracausal power, one that is linked to the Traveler. The details are contained within the Nephele stronghold files retrieved from the Cosmodrome. I have decrypted them for Osiris's benefit. Tell him it is a parting gift. From one old miser to another. All other files referencing the city have been deleted from my records. And not by me. Someone wanted it to remain a secret. Anna once worried that she had neglected to teach me how to trust. But now, as my penultimate act, I entrust this knowledge to you. Use it well, my Seraph. Humanity has no more need of a war mind. Not when you have each other.
Where are you now?
On my way back to Europa. Someone needs to keep an eye on that old bastard.
It was nice working together, having you there at the end.
It was. And I'm only a broadcast away. I won't abandon you. Not now, not ever.
Thank you
For what?
for trusting me. Even when I'm being stubborn. Even when I'm not listening. Deep down, I knew all you wanted to do was keep me safe.
I held on so tight because I was afraid of losing you, of letting you down, of reliving the same nightmare again because
Because you love me.
I do. I do. And I'm sorry for all the times I failed, for all the...
Don't say it. We have each other now. For however long that is. I can't know what the future holds, Elsie. But I do know we'll face it together.
I don't know what the future holds either. Not anymore. And I'll be honest, that terrifies me.
This universe is made of light and darkness. These ancient forces flow through all matter and energy in our solar system and beyond. But we haven't always known this. When the Traveler arrived in our solar system, they called it many things. A ship, a planet, a god. Its presence provoked and inspired great change. It terraformed several moons and planets. Our lifespans increased threefold. And we launched colony ships to settle worlds beyond our own. This was our golden age. But like all golden ages, it was doomed to collapse. The Traveler was pursued by an ancient enemy, a voice in the darkness. It found us. Humanity lost everything. With the last of its strength, the Traveler pushed back its enemy to create something new. The ghosts. In the dark times that followed the collapse, the ghosts chose the first Lightbearers. Immortal warriors gifted with the power of the Traveler's light. Humanity faced many threats in those days. Invaders from beyond our system arrived in droves. Pirates, called the Fallen, came to scavenge the remains of our golden age. The warlike Cabal came for our territory and resources for conquest. The Hive, ravenous worshippers of death,
came to feed their infernal hunger. And the Vex, strange living machines, came to recreate our world in their own brutal image. We fought with each other as well. For a time, chaos reigned. Though in the end, we came together to rebuild, to heal. We built a city under the Traveler, the last safe city of Earth. In this city, humanity lived peacefully in all its forms. The humans, Earth's original inhabitants, the Exos, marvels of the Golden Age, and the Awoken, a people touched by both light and dark. Lightbearers took an oath to protect the last city. Over the centuries, they earned the title Guardians. The Titans, paragons of strength and bravery. The Warlocks, mage scholars trained in the arcane arts. And the Hunters, bold adventurers gifted with cunning. Guardians know that when they stand together, they are stronger. And now, new threats use our own powers against us. The Black Fleet closes in, edging us toward a second collapse. And our greatest adversary, the voice in the darkness, is revealed. A being of unimaginable power. A witness. But all is not lost. Brand new Guardians rise every day to shape the future of our solar system and beyond.
When we think about controlling something powerful, it's easy to assume it takes strength. But what I've learned, through loss, we can overcome the impossible.